The first goal was to really capture the history of where we've been as a brand, but more importantly, to really showcase the spirit of where we want to go in the future with the brand.
9 stories, over 600,000 square feet, space for 2,000 employees. Chicago's energized River West neighborhood is where McDonald's honors its legacy and moves into the future as a company feeding people around the world. Moss partnered with McDonald's, its experienced design consultants, Studio O+A and IA Interior Architects, and other players to create an exciting headquarters in the Gensler Design Building.
It was a balance of doing something very modern and progressive, but at the same token having enough touches of nostalgia that people felt like they were still coming back home. We honestly took inspiration from who we are. We're one of the best restaurant chains in the world. We're a burger company. And so a lot of the patterns actually came from our food.
Food-inspired patterns and abstractions are infused throughout the space, including the intriguing farm wall installation. Bold 10-foot layered sections were precision routed and assembled for design integrity and structural weight limits, then sanded, painted, and finished with critical attention to detail. A perfect vehicle for abstracting something so foundational.
We wanted people to be able to discover it a little bit more and spend some time with it and have that moment of excitement when they realize what it actually is. Each one of these panels represents a different type of farming that McDonald's does across the world. So one of these fields is a grapeseed field, one is a wheat field. This is one of our semi-public spaces within the buildings, and it's unbelievably fun to watch them come through and react to it and first just try to figure it out, because often it just seems like it's kind of an interesting, pretty pattern, and once it sets in what it is they're looking at, you know, everybody has this little, look at this, and that's fun to watch.
We had a lot of places to draw inspiration from. We looked at our Happy Meal toys. We looked at a whole host of things that we sell or give away as a source for some of that visual energy.
The illuminated packaging wall showcases McDonald's iconic Happy Meal. It's shown in both 2D and 3D, with precision-drilled custom white laminate and handcrafted resin forms.
So we really enjoyed working with Moss for a couple of very significant reasons. You know, as an architect, I have a fairly good idea of what is and isn't within the realm of reality, but frequently if I don't spell out exactly what that is, it doesn't happen. With Moss, it was very easy to say, we have this really crazy idea. Moss is absolutely a one-stop shop for things that don't exist in the world.
We know how to put people together to bring a vision to life, and that skill set is something that I think a lot of manufacturers don't think of, and it's important to us as a partner to continue to innovate and bring new ideas to the customer.
It's not something that a typical environmental firm will do. It's not something a typical millwork firm will do or a graphics firm. And I think that Moss really has the expertise to solve a lot of problems that nobody's had before. Their ability to respond quickly and to be able to turn if we needed to change course or fix a problem if a problem arises was really, I think, what made working with them easy.
Changes happen on the fly. Being able to meet with the internal production team on a regular basis, being able to talk with the design team on a regular basis allows us to be able to be moving on multiple fronts at the same time. You have something going on with engineering, something going on with prototyping, and something going on with proofing at the same time in order to stay on the schedule.
We as a company invested so much into not only doing a project of this magnitude and a space of this magnitude, but doing it in a different way and in a unique way, in a new way.
The Hamburger University penny press wall features 5 of the iconic and heavy keepsake machines.
It was going to be a challenge in order to get that machine in there the way that they wanted to, make it look as clean as possible, also have the ability to service those pieces. So between our tech design department, our engineers in-house, and the design idea, we were able to put all of that together. Our engineering department and our tech department is one of the strongest. They continued to surprise me when coming up with solutions.
In the ground floor public restaurant, the wildly successful draw is McDonald's rotating global menu. Push-through M's on the global map wall are illuminated when a country's menu item is available. Moss also sourced the iPad wireless control solution.
The breadth of capabilities that we offer allows us to be the total solution and the total partner for these projects because each floor is different. Finding somebody who can do all of those different things on all of those different floors can be challenging for a designer.
Moss is one part artist and one part technician, because they're able to blend these two worlds seamlessly, and that's a really difficult thing to do. And there's a very specific skill set that it takes for a company to be able to have an understanding of the graphics process, but how to build things, and how to build things that nobody's ever seen.
It feels like between the color and the texture and the different layers of what's going on, that it's organic, that it's living, that light is reflecting differently, that movement is happening across the space. It doesn't feel stagnant. That's specific to the McDonald's design approach and the materials that they chose and the way that we work together. It felt like we really brought life to that space.
People love the energy, people like the collaboration, people really just, at the end of the day, love the look of it, they're very proud of it, and they love coming to work.